This book tells you a lot about how to win over people, influence them, and how to handle human beings very well. And that's why I'm going to give you 3 quick takeaways from Dale Carnegie's How to Win Friends and Influence People. Starting with point number 1, having genuine interest in people. Now, of course, you aren't going to watch this video, you aren't going to read this book if you don't have genuine interest in people you don't like, right? So Dale Carnegie says to maintain a genuine interest means you maintain healthier relationships with people. He brings up the point of Howard Thurston. Howard Thurston was a magician back in the 1930s, and he said that Howard Thurston used to say, I appreciate people. He used to tell to himself that he appreciates his audience. He appreciates or has a genuine interest in his audience, and he says that he is going to give the best to the people before his show. A lot of internet personalities can use this. I've seen a lot of people not showing genuine interest in certain people. Now, of course, Sri Lanka is a small country, and you don't get a lot of internet personalities as much as, say the USA. Sri Lanka is home to maybe a little personalities, but for example, I'm going to take the example of Block and Dino, right? Every time I met Gehan Block, who's an internet personality, I would say a comedian here, he has managed to take a photo with me. So I've met him 3 times, I've taken a photo with him 3 times, and he seems like a nice guy. So that's what I'm saying, like genuine interest in people. If those guys can do it, I'm pretty sure you can do it too. And just to wrap it up, like this point, if you want to wrap it up, you've seen that meme of when you want to get a raise from your boss and he makes a dumb joke, you laugh hysterically. Exactly what I'm saying. Show genuine interest in people. I mean, you might like your boss, you might not like your boss, but what you want to get is the raise, right? And of course, he says do it in a bit more, a genuine manner. Of course, it's genuine interest, right? So that's all I can equate it to if you want the modern perspective, that meme. Point number 2 is a simple yet effective point, and that is talking in terms of other people's interest. Now, I'm pretty sure that my audience, or most of my audience, is rather in the dating market, or is between the ages of 18 to 30, right? What can you do to attract someone you like? You talk in terms of their interest. When the effort is made to talk in terms of the other person's interest and be somewhat attracted to whatever they like, then that shows that you are trying to make a connection with them, you are trying to keep that connection with them, and it builds a strong relationship. For example, if you are someone who likes sports, and if say a boy likes a girl, and then the boy likes sports, and then the girl probably doesn't like sports, and the girl is watching this video or has read the book, the girl may want to, of course, if they like the boy, by the way, the girl may want to say, oh, right, okay, so football, yeah, nice. Although they might not be genuinely interested, but they are maybe interested in the person. It is a point that is, on the fence. You don't have to like everything that the other person likes, right? Carnegie illustrates this point using the example of Theodore Roosevelt, the once American president. And he says that Roosevelt used to have an interest or talk about something interesting with every person he met. And make a note of this point. If you are meeting someone, try asking about their interests first rather than your interests first. It just makes a world of a difference. Trust me. Alright, and the final point is, do not argue, do not condemn, do not complain, and do not argue back. I know it's tempting to make yourself a point, like you say that you think you are right, okay? And in 99% of the times, like 9 out of 10 times, you don't really need to be having an argument. For example, take your relationship, take your house, your family matters, right? I do this a bit with my parents, I'll be honest, and if you're watching me, I do this a lot with you. Yes, you make a point. Yes, the opposite party makes a point. But most of the time, that doesn't matter. Just avoid arguments as a whole. Do not condemn, do not complain, unless it's really, really bugging you or it really matters. 9 out of 10 times, it doesn't. Don't condemn, don't criticize, and don't complain. And avoid arguments at all costs, because it really damages the relationship, especially if that relationship is an important one. And well, yeah, that's it. The first point, have a genuine interest in the other person. Number 2 is talk about the other person's interests. And number 3 is to avoid arguments at all costs. Do not criticize, do not condemn, or do not complain. Some quick final thoughts about this book. This book was released in 1935, and the fact that it's a top-selling book still makes it a good book. I know people might write it off saying it's corny because of the title, but honestly, screw that. Just read it. It does change your perspective on people. It changed mine, and I know a bit more than I did before I read the book. It was given to me by a friend, and I read it over the course of 6 months on and off, but I made points of the principles that were in the book. I think those principles really stand out. I know it's a very normal book. It just tells you to respect and be heard, but it goes a bit into detail with a bit of his perspective and his opinion, using his stories as well. So definitely maybe check it out. I think it's a great book for you to read, especially if you are someone who is outgoing or even introverted and wants to make friends. It's a great book. And a bit about the video today as well. I know this is like an outdoor video. Really wanted to change things compared to last week. I got some feedback from some of my friends from last week, and hey, if you have some feedback, please leave it down in the comments, and I hope that I can make more videos like this. Weekly videos coming straight to you. I literally got this video idea in church today, so call it divine intervention if you want to call it. Anyway, that's it. My name is Kavinka. Subscribe to the channel if you like this type of content, and if you like this video, give it a like, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next one. Lots more to come. Take care. Bye-bye.